Today's look is going to be a neutral eye with a bold look. I am going to be using Colourpop's cream gel liner in like 3 shades. One new step that I do with priming my eyes is after I spread this all out, I have started to blend out the edges. I've been buffering out my base for my lids, and the reason why is I found that when I do my own makeup, but I don't really have this problem with other people, when I do my own makeup, like right in this corner in here would still have a little bit of the primer, or the eyeshadow would kind of stick, but when I buffer all of this out, I found that the eyeshadow had a really smooth finish. I'm just using this large buffering brush from Morphe, which is M335, and just the outer edges. And if you want, you can spread it even more, but really getting into that corner is key. I'm going to be using for my transition color Creation. And Creation's almost like a burnt orange color. And these shadows are really pigmented. So start with a little bit and build. So right in my crease, and then blending it out. So remember, your transition color doesn't have to be perfect. And I am making sure I get into that corner there. With the transition color, notice I did blend it out just underneath my brow bone, but I didn't take it all the way in there. So just, you know, food for thought when you're doing your eyeshadow, that you definitely don't want to take your transition color up to your brow bone. Leave this area blank. You know, let that be the natural skin tone color, or if you want to put a smidge of a highlight, you can, but really your transition color stops just underneath that brow bone. The reason why we're using a flat, fluffy brush is because it's very dense, which means it has a lot of bristles in the brush, so it's going to pick up maximum amount of product. And the reason why we're patting is to get the most of that pigmentation off the brush onto your lid. So when you swipe your eyes like this, what ends up happening is you're spreading the eyeshadow all over the place, and you don't get like as much pigmentation as you really could if you were to pat it. Notice on my lid here, I'm constantly building and building. It's better to start with a little bit and keep adding than to start with too much. So because this color is so neutral and I really want it to show up, sometimes neutral colors get lost in brown skin tones. I'm just wanting to make sure that I pat and add as much as I need or want to get the color. But the focal point is really going to be the liner, so you don't want it too bold. Alright, now my other blending brush that I'm going to use is from, believe it or not, Costco, Kirkland brand. And there's Morphe has a brush like this. I don't know the number of it, but they have one that's very similar to this. It's just a smaller blending brush. And if Costco still has makeup brushes, get their makeup brushes, because I've had this for so long. And I have a lot of their sets. Sorry guys. I had a lot of their sets, and they really last a long time, and they're so amazing. So if you're in Costco and you see they have Kirkland brand brushes, pick them up. They're really good. Alright, so just to define the crease a little bit more, I'm still in the Lime Crime Venus palette. I'm going to use Icon here, which is a really dark chocolate brown. Because they're so pigmented, I'm just going to take a little bit, blow off any excess, and right in this crease, right in the crease, I'm going to define that a little bit more. And I only want to stay in this general area. I don't want to bring it all the way across for this particular makeup look. Define the other side. Remember, starting in the actual crease, giving yourself room to blend out, and really trying to stay right in this general area, and then bringing it around. And for this look, I'm doing a rounded look. Now sometimes I'll pull it out for a V, but rounded look. Alright, wing eyeliner time. So y'all know I can't really talk. I'm still finishing up my Bobbi Brown in black ink eyeliner. The next one I think I'm going to purchase, this is for you. The next one I think I'm going to purchase is there's like a Maybelline eyeliner that everyone is raving about, and I want to try it. Alright, so here it goes. What I realized with my wing eyeliner is that when I'm mapping it out with my gel eyeliner, I really don't make the gel eyeliner that perfect because I'm going to go over it with my liquid eyeliner. I just make sure that I have an outline and I know exactly where I'm going to put things. So I find that if I stop trying to make this part perfect, I end up with a better wing after I do my liquid eyeliner. Alright, so the wing is done, and now I'm just going to take the same brush that I used for my concealer earlier and just clean up the bottom. Especially on this side because you want to push in, not pull. Because if you pull, sometimes you may make your concealer crease. Or you might irritate the eye. Your eye will start watering. So just gently push in. So it's like right under your eyeball and push it. These eyeliners are from Colourpop. This is called Punch. And these are the cream gel eyeliners, which I love all of the colors. And if your eyes water all the time, especially during that step, give yourself a minute. So in this inner corner in here, I'm going to use Punch, which is this yellow. And I'm using an angled brush. And I am, okay, just want to make sure you guys can see me. I am going to lightly add color right here. Other side. If you're just now playing with color and you're not sure if you would use these colors, you could do like a wintergreen or something just to interest yourself, like darker colors just to introduce yourself to colors. But I definitely think that you should start trying to introduce colors into your palette. Just, you know, switch it up a bit. Okay, so that's it for that color. This is going directly in the center. The only thing you have to be careful of with the cream gel liners, especially if it's the matte finished ones, is sometimes they can kind of crumble. So I'm going to take, if you guys can see, I'm going to go a little bit into the yellow color. Alright, so the last color I'm going to use is Boots from Colourpop. And it's pink. And this one is my favorite. I use this one quite a bit. And I am going to use this for the rest of this bottom liner. And the reason why you go a little bit into the previous color is because it's creating a gradient effect into the colors so that there's no, you know, separation. My blush, I'm going to use Creme by NYX, very pigmented, and just a little bit goes a long way. Like, I just tapped one time and that's how much pigment that I got. from that. I'm going to be using Avalon, and I'm using a fan brush. This is Morphe M310. You are welcome. Thanks for tuning in. You know, we're just a big old Periscope family here. Using Cocoa Lashes Goddess. I am in love with these lashes. These lashes range from $5.99 to $6.99. I know that's more than what I normally spend. However, I have been able to reuse these lashes so many times. The other ones I used almost 30 times before I threw them away. Alright, I'm just going to drop that right in the center as close to the lash line as possible. Tuck in the corners. And the other corner. There is this combination that a fellow makeup artist had told me about that I absolutely fell in love with. I'm going to prime my lips because my lips are a little dry. And it was something by MAC. All the colors are by MAC. What I'm priming my lips with is from Colourpop though. So she used a combination of Cork lip liner, which is a shade lighter than Chestnut, Honey Love lipstick, and See-Thru because I'm into glosses right now. Alright, so Cork lip liner is on. Honey Love is the lipstick that I'm going to use. Blending Cork and Honey Love together. All by MAC, yes. And because I want it to be glossy, I'm going to put See-Thru over it. So you beauties have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see a lot of you guys this weekend, which is really exciting. I love you guys. Bye, beauties.